They said motherhood changes you, but no one warned me it would shatter and rebuild me in the same breath. I remember the white hospital lights flickering above me that morning, cold, clinical, indifferent, while my trembling hands clutched the ultrasound paper. The doctor's voice wavered, almost apologetic. "You're pregnant with four heartbeats, 4 lives inside me." My world stopped. The air vanished. My knees gave way, and in that moment, fear swallowed everything. Joy, reason, even breath. I wanted to run, but where do you run when life itself grows inside you? That night, I sat in the hospital parking lot, staring at the rain sliding down my windshield. I thought about my mother, how she used to cry silently in the kitchen when she thought no one was watching. I never understood her exhaustion, her silence. Now I could feel it. Deep, suffocating, raw. The next few weeks became a blur of morning sickness, endless appointments, and whispered hospital terms that sounded more like warnings than hopes. High risk, complications, monitor closely. Words that clung to my bones like ghosts. At first, people called it a miracle. They sent congratulatory texts, laughing emojis, baby clothes. But when the weight of 4 tiny souls began pressing against my ribs, stretching my skin, warping my reflection, those messages stopped. My body no longer felt like mine. Every step was a battle between gravity and willpower. I could feel my heart beating for 5 now. 1 for me and 4 for them. Nights became oceans of fear. I'd wake up gasping, hands clutching my swollen belly, whispering, "Please just hold on." I watched my body transform in ways I never thought possible. Beauty and horror intertwined. Stretch marks like lightning strikes across my abdomen. Swelling. Fatigue so deep it felt like drowning. I cried when I could no longer bend to tie my shoes. I cried harder when I realized I was crying for more than exhaustion. I was mourning the woman I used to be. The one who ran, laughed freely, wore her favorite dress without thinking. Now every mirror showed a stranger. Powerful, but terrified. My mother called every week, her voice soft, sometimes too soft. "You're strong," she said. I wanted to believe her, but strength felt like a cruel word. Something people said when they didn't understand your pain. I snapped at her once and shouting, "You have no idea what this feels like." Then the line went quiet. Later that night, her text came. "I do. You just don't remember that message broke something in me. Or maybe it fixed something I didn't know was broken." Isolation became my closest companion. Friends stopped visiting. My partner tried, but his eyes showed fear he couldn't voice. Bills piled up like storm clouds. The house fell silent, except for the rhythmic hum of the baby monitor I hadn't even used yet. Still, amidst the loneliness, small moments of hope appeared. The first time I felt all 4 kick at once, chaos and wonder dancing beneath my skin. I laughed until I cried. That sound filled the empty house with life. For the first time, I believed I could do this. But belief is fragile. The contractions started too soon, weeks before due date. The hospital smell hit me again, sharp and sterile. Monitors beeped, nurses whispered, doctors moved fast. Fear returned like an old enemy. I remember gripping the side rails, sweat blurring my vision, pain ripping through me like lightning. Each scream felt like a lifetime ending and beginning at once. Between contractions, I prayed, not for myself, but for them. I promised the universe I'd take their pain if they could just breathe. Then came silence, the kind of silence that splits a soul open. I thought I'd lost them. Then, 1 cry, then 2, then 3, and finally the 4th. Small, fragile, defiant. My tears fell faster than I could wipe them. The doctor smiled faintly, whispering, "All 4 are breathing." I collapsed back, sobbing. Pain and joy collided, breaking me open. That was the moment I understood my mother's kitchen tears. The kind you cry not because you're weak, but because you've finally seen the cost of love. I held them one by one, tiny fingers curling around mine, their bodies trembling, but alive. My arms shook under the weight, not because they were heavy, but because I had carried them. Through fear, through doubt, through a storm that nearly drowned me. The nurses called it a miracle birth. I called it survival. Recovery wasn't cinematic. It was messy, raw, painful. My body ached, my mind frayed. I'd stare at their cribs, all lined in a row, and think, this is my battlefield and my victory. Every scar became a map of what I'd endured. When I looked in the mirror now, I no longer saw the woman I lost. I saw the warrior she became, the mother I never understood, until I became her. Weeks later, when my mother finally visited, she stood in the doorway, eyes glassy. She didn't say much. She didn't need to. She just walked over, touched my face, and whispered, "Now you know." I broke. Every ounce of resentment, misunderstanding, pride, gone. I cried into her shoulder like a child again. "I'm sorry," I said. She smiled through her tears. "Don't be. This is what it means to love, to hurt, to give, to survive." I finally forgave her that day, not because she asked for it, but because I understood what it cost to become her. Motherhood isn't soft or romantic. It's blood and sacrifice. It's losing parts of yourself so someone else can live. And yet, within that destruction, something divine is reborn. Strength that only women know. Resilience that defies reason. Now, when I rock my babies to sleep, I whisper to them the same words she whispered to me. You are loved beyond pain, beyond fear. Because love, I've learned, isn't just about giving life. It's about fighting for it, again and again. But even as I heal, the world outside doesn't stop. Bills still come. Sleepless nights multiply. The doctor warned me, one of the babies might need surgery soon. I try to stay calm, but inside the storm stirs again. I've been here before, between hope and fear, between miracle and loss. And just when I think peace has finally arrived, I get the call. A nurse's voice trembling through the phone. "We need you to come in. It's about baby C." The room spins. My heart stops. I look at the crib. 3 sleeping peacefully, 1 empty. I feel that old silence again, the same one that followed the doctor's words months ago. I pick up my keys, trembling, whispering a prayer I thought I'd never have to say again. Because motherhood doesn't end with birth. It begins there, in the fear, the faith, the fight. And as I step into the night, heart pounding, one question echoes in my mind. Will I have the strength to survive this miracle again? Motherhood isn't perfection, it's endurance. It's the art of breaking and rebuilding, of carrying love through fire and still standing tall. It teaches forgiveness, not through words, but through scars. The kind that remind you of what it means to truly live, to truly love, and to finally understand the woman who raised you. To every mother, seen or unseen, weary or strong, your story matters. Speak it, share it, survive it, because somewhere another woman is waiting to know she's not alone in the storm.